Right. Okay. All right, everyone. I'm so sorry. We just now starting the stream. We just went over how do you connect with individuals who are in your phone contacts, but you have not had a chance to speak with them in a long time, or you don't even know how you met them. Um, so we just shared really quickly. Uh-oh. Hmm, back to them. We just shared really quickly what that looks like by putting in, hey, who you are, and to let them know that you're cleaning out your phone and that you came across their number and how exactly do you know each other. Just really specific and straight to the point. And then realize that sometimes they may not have your number plugged into their phone. So send them a selfie picture of you so that they can recognize you possibly by face. And that kind of helps to eliminate cleaning out your phone of people that's in your contacts that you don't know, and that might not even be their telephone number. And they you just delete them and keep it moving. So we have maybe probably over 500 contacts in our phone from years and years. So utilize that, level it up. Maybe people you know, are close to, of course, but then there's people that you might have been friends with a long time ago and y'all just, lost touch bases. And then that's a good chance for you guys to reconnect. So that is how you go through your phone to help yourself, get reconnected to old friends and even family. Now, moving on, we're going to do the 552 method, which is a part of helping to invite, because what we discussed was invitation was like, the confidence part basically is where it's at, being confident in, having those conversations with people and people you don't know. So the 552 method is something that you can incorporate inside of your income producing activities when we were saying, reach out, prospecting 20 if you're full time, or 10 people a day, right? So the concept is over the next 30 to 60 days, if you made a list of 100 to 200 people and you followed the 552 method, even if you're starting from scratch, a brand new list, this will possibly help you. I would tell you to just do it to create a different test pilot to see if this works good for you. So the first five represents the amount of conversation that you're purposely having. We talk about doing happy birthdays. That's with purpose. The purpose of happy birthdays is because we're building rapport and we want to be able to start a conversation that would eventually lead to a invitation, right? Um, as well as adding friends to your social media platform. You are starting conversations to get to know those individuals. So here's just a few of the conversation starters outside of birthdays, outside of adding friend contacts to people you just might come across that's on your Facebook, that's been in your friends list. If you're going through your friends list on Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever, and you say, okay, here's just examples. This is a win we can connect. I came across an opportunity. We talked about this. I'm really excited about. I think you and I could really do something special together. I like to get your opinion. I tell people use this for people you've already been having conversations with, but you don't really know them as a friend. You just, like send a happy birthday message with, right? So you've been sending happy birthdays maybe for the last couple, we've been doing this for the last 3 weeks. Some people are new to it, but some people have been doing happy birthdays for a while. And you want to know, how can I convert this happy birthday message over into, where I can have a conversation and, get them to an invitation, right? This is one of the things that's really simple when you say I came across an opportunity, but I'm gonna tell you what the feedback is. What's the response that you think you're going to get when you say, hey, I came across an opportunity I'm really excited about. I think you and I could do something really special together. I like to get your opinion. What do you think they come back with?
You're either going to get nothing or they're going to say, oh, what is it?
Exactly. And that is the truth for both matter. What is it? Period. And that's where some people get stuck. Like, now what do I say? Well, if they say, what is it? It's okay. Hey, listen, I am a travel business owner. I've been a travel business owner for the last, that's right, years, as you know, travel is making a surge. Even if you don't travel, there are people who do travel. So I want to show you how that you can get in on the money making side of this industry.
Janae, are you reading from something? Because we're still
No,
looking at your phone cleanup. Okay.
no, I'm not reading for something, but I am. Oh yeah, I sort of kind of am. Hold on, let me stop this share. Stop share. Hold on. Yep. Here we go. Oop, there you go. Ah, okay. On this one, I'm gonna need you guys to take notes because it's just too much, right? So I'm gonna keep this up. So this is what I was reading from, what the five represents as far as the conversation initially starting out conversation leads to invitations. And then we were on this one when we connect, I came across an opportunity because a lot of people use that, in verbiage, but then the response is, what is it? Or you don't get anything. But you need to let them know, hey, what it is. Hey, I've been a travel business owner for however many months, years, whatever. And I would love for you to check out this amazing vehicle that I've been doing for this last couple of years to show you how to make money in the sex industry that is, for example. But at the same time, not giving them too much information, but you want to be able to answer their question. You know what I mean? Don't avoid the question. That makes you look suspect, like what you doing? You know what I mean? There's too many things that's out there right now that people don't want to get caught up in because they don't know what it's like. I just had a person yesterday who was a, a prospect who said, "Hey, this lady sent me this. It was a contact script that she was like, hey, I want you to hear about this amazing business opportunity that I'm in." And the first thing out of her mouth is like, "I don't know you. What is this business opportunity that you're talking about? Why can't you just tell me, like what it is, but she didn't respond to the lady. So that goes back to the no response. She said, if she was just said, hey, I'm in an amazing opportunity in whatever it is, it might have piqued my interest, but you don't tell me what it is. That makes me look at you a little, like this must be a scam, right? So it's okay to tell them like what you're doing. Don't be like, oh, I don't need to tell them no. Hey, I came across an amazing opportunity I'm really excited about. I think you and I could really have something special together, right? That's really basic engineering. And then here's another one. Hey, Joe, let me ask you a question. Are you making more money than you can spend right now? Have y'all ever heard that?
No, but I would do
No, I
exactly
never heard
what's in the
that.
prompt.
Yep, you will laugh, followed by someone I wish. It's a conversation starter. You know what I mean? This is what these are, to get your conversation started. Because a lot of people, like you guys were saying, was like, how do you just start with these conversations? How do you even get to the invitation part? Well, let's first have a conversation. Let's get a good conversation started about it first, okay? And so this is the 5. You're going to purposely start 5 new conversations with people that you have not really been communicating with. You probably sent them a message or whatever the case may be. That kind of, but you haven't talked to them about anything about the business, but you guys have been communicating, even if it's just birthdays, or even if it's just a friend invite, right? That kind of thing. And then the next one is, if I found a way for you and I to both have an early retirement and travel the world, creating amazing life experiences, would you want to know about it? So this to me, you can use online and offline. Who
Right.
do you need to work with? Co-workers that's getting ready, that works with you, and not even close to retirement, but maybe 5, 10 years down the road type deal. But they don't want to be going to work, right? They looking forward to retirement. We have those conversations all the time with coworkers, do you not?
Right.
So
Yeah.
if I found a way when y'all having that conversation, girl, you remember how we was talking about, retiring? I hear you all the time talking about you can't wait. You count down the clock. If I found a way for both of us to have an early retirement and travel the world, create an amazing life experience, what you want to know about it? What you think they're gonna say?
Hell yeah.
Hell, exactly, because at the what they want to know, like y'all having these conversations on a regular basis. Like, I don't know nobody who's not talking about retirement, honestly.
Right.
So this is a real good one for online and offline is one of my favorite ones because especially when I look at people and I'm already like knowing what they're doing, and I'm like, hey, what it is that you do. And they've been on, I said, and they'll say, oh, I'm a construction worker or something like, how long you been doing it? Oh, 10 plus years. Oh man, you must really love it. Yeah, I do, but it's wearing and tearing on me. Absolutely. Everybody, we look forward to that retirement age. But did now they're talking about retiring us, but the retirement age is going up to what, 65 or something? Because we living longer. Ain't there some crap? These are
Mhm.
the conversations we have. And then I just throw in there, if I found a way for both of us to have an early retirement and travel the world, creating amazing experiences, when you want to know about it. And what Marla said, they'd be like, hell yeah. And it goes from there. And I said, okay, great. That's amazing because this is what I'm doing. I'm having an opportunity that I've been involved in for whatever. And I'm doing an event, a showcase. I like to call it a business showcase. That's what I like to call opportunity meetings. I call them business showcases. I said I'm having a business showcase this evening at what time? At the top of the hour at 7:00 p.m. I want to do it like 30 minutes prior, but a day before, a couple of days. I'm having a business showcase on, let's say, Jumagon. I'm having a business showcase on Saturday. That's going to be hosted in the morning, afternoon, and evening. It's about 30 minutes. What time works for you? Morning, afternoon, or evening? Which one of those times work better for you? If they say morning, then I'm gonna send them the morning time. If they say afternoon, I'm gonna send them an afternoon time. If they say evening, I'm gonna send the evening time, especially if I know it's a Zoomathon, right? If it's not like a Zoomathon back to back, and I know that there's Zooms that we have on a regular, like for next week, I say, hey, I'm having a business showcase on Tuesday at this time, Tuesday evening. And then having another one on Wednesday or Thursday. Which day works better for you? Because those are all evening Zooms, right? So I'm just giving them the option and they'll come back and tell me Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. What that does is that eliminates a lot of back and forth, where you're trying to get this time and invite them. You inviting them and giving them options, so they can, fit it into their schedule. It also doesn't pressure them, you know what I mean? To just pick one day. And then because when you invite some people, sometimes they go silent on you too, right? Because they don't come back with a response of what day. But with this, at least you're giving them options and they have a better, gauge to look at their schedule or what they can do. So that's the first 5. The first 5 is selecting 5 individuals. This is every day from your list of 100 to 200 people that you made every day. You're selecting 5 new people to have conversations with. Start a conversation. Now, any questions for the first
No.
5? Okay. Now, the second, I want to role play with this. Who we got on here? Because I can't see. All right. So let's demonstrate the first 5. Can I get some volunteers? We need 2 people.
I'm here.
I'm
This is
here.
Okay, Kim and Marla. All right. And don't think y'all, whoever else is on, I'm gonna look at my participants list. Be ready.
yeah, I gotta get good at this.
All right. So based off what we just discussed, we're doing conversation starters, right? So you can choose however you want to. You do it from your phone or you doing it from Facebook, but you got through your list and you got a person. Her name is Marla. Marla is the person that you came across, Kim. And now you want to start a conversation with Marla.
Okay. Hey, Marla.
Hi, how
Uh,
are you?
I'm great. Let me ask you a question. Are you making more money than you can spend right now?
Of course not, girl. I wish I could.
Right? If I found a way for you and I both to have an early retirement and travel the world creating amazing life experience, would you want to know about it?
Do it.
I don't know. Today, I know you just told us what to say, and I'm sorry.
Marla broke up. So I heard, what did you say, Marla?
She said,
In
doing
response,
what?
doing what?
Doing what?
That's good, Marla. Wait, a good comeback. gas threw Kim all the way out. That's good, but that's
Right?
great. 'Cause
And I
people will
know that's exactly what someone is going to say, exactly what she just said.
exactly. So you got to be ready for it. Doing what? So it's been you then that's when you go into, hey, I've been a travel business owner for the last five the how many long you have. Uh eight now it's a $9 trillion industry. I know you've seen the spike and what's been happening with people going to different destinations around the world. This may not be a good fit for you. You may not even be able to travel. That's okay. Because you want to eliminate that objection. Because what they come back with possibly is, I'm not a traveler. So you go ahead and eliminate that objection in that conversation and say, this may not be a good fit for you. You may not even be a traveler, but guess what? You probably know somebody that does. And oh, by the way, even if you don't, there are people that are catching planes. And I want to just show you how you can tap into the money making side of this industry based off what those people are doing anyway.
I like that.
You
Okay.
overcome the objection of I'm not a traveler. You overcome the objection of I don't know nobody who travel. Now you're saying, hey, but there are people are traveling. And I want to show you how to tap into the money making side of this industry based off what people are doing anyway. So you ain't got to travel and you don't have to know anybody to travel to know that people are traveling. And I'm going to show you how you can get money from it.
Okay.
So
Now,
now, but
so question. So, okay, so what if you say that, and then the next thing they say is, "Girl, I ain't got time for that right now." Do you just leave it alone and come back later?
no, I said, listen, give me 30 minutes. Because if you don't have time for 30 minutes, that means I don't like to say it in a mean way, but I just mean that your time broke. And what that means is I go to explain it. What that means is you're doing so much, and running and I get personal. I say you're doing so much, working, doing whatever that is that you're doing, probably taking care of children or whatever, that you don't really have time for even yourself. So this is why I want to show you what it is that I'm doing so that you can at least have 30 minutes to sit down and watch something. That gets their attention too.
Okay.
Because then they realize I don't even have 30 minutes. Something's wrong with that picture if you don't have 30 minutes. And then I'm like, I want to show you how I want to help you to be able to have 30 minutes to sit down and watch something. Because when
Okay.
they say I don't have time, I was like, oh man, you need this more than anything because I'm going to make sure I personally show you how this opportunity to give you at least 30 minutes to watch something because you're doing most of everything else and you ain't got time for yourself. That's why you need to be on.
Okay.
And then that gets their attention. They're like, oh, shoot, you're right. I ain't got 30 minutes. Let me at least jump on and see what you're talking about. Because those are powerful statements. That's where that confidence comes from. I'm gonna show
Mm-hmm.
you something that's gonna allow you to
What's
have
the
at
last
least
name?
30
Yeah,
minutes.
no, just
So you get them back with the confidence. They like, whoa, that's a powerful statement. I need to be on. But if you leave it alone and like then you're not confident in what you're saying.
Okay.
So that was good, Marlon. Good comeback. Okay, moving on. So now the second five in the 552 represents the number of people you follow up with daily. What they say, there's fortune in the what?
In the
Well,
what in the follow-up? No.
Yep, there's fortune in the follow-up. Yeah.
Okay.
F and F, fortune in the follow-up. FNF. So there's fortune in the follow-up, and we don't do that a lot. I know I'm guilty of not following back up with people who I've piqued interest, or we had conversations, and they might have been, doing something different in their life, right? Stuff might have been happening. But you have to go back because it might not have been their time right then and there, you know at that particular time they might have so much going on that okay they got a chance to watch the opportunity but they were like they're not ready to get started, right? So these are the people you have previous conversations, or they have already been invited to an educational webinar. The two, so you want to follow up with them because they have not said yes to becoming a business partner. You want to continue to follow up with them until they say, hey, I don't want you to ever call me. If you call me again or you reach out to me again, I'm gonna call the police, right? Because they just not saying, they're just saying next opportunity. So now people ask this question, how do you follow up, right? So when you follow up, there's a system. You want to follow up. If somebody is that you're reaching out to and they haven't responded, Marla said, people don't respond. If they have not responded, you want to be able to follow up with them at least once a week from the time you reached out to them for that first 30 days. What that means is, for example, I reached out to Zara. I said, hey, I did a conversation starter. No, we did a conversation starter. I asked her about the retirement. She was like, yes. And I sent her the webinar information, but she couldn't get on the webinar. Something happened that she couldn't get on the webinar. So I followed with her and I said, hey, I know that last week you wasn't able to attend the webinar. We're having another one this week. Is your schedule available? They'll come back with yes or no or whatever, or she may not come back with anything, right? It might be ghosting right now at that point. The following week, hey, I'm just reaching out to you, checking on you, making sure everything's good with you. I hadn't heard from you in the next couple of weeks. I'm not constantly hitting them back. I hit them back for the first week with the follow-up of, hey, we missed the webinar. Do you have time this week to do another one, right? Then the following week, I'm checking on you because I hadn't heard from you in the last 2 weeks. Are you okay?
Yes, I am.
Good. And then the following, I'm like, great. I'm not hitting up when she says yes, I'm not hitting her up with, oh, so can you make it to the webinar this week? I'm like, okay, great. I was just really concerned because I hadn't heard from you and you had missed out on that webinar. And I know you being a professional that you are, professional people keep their appointment times, And so I just really want to make sure that you were good.
Yes, I am. I will,
good?
I can do it in a couple of weeks. What
All
day?
right. That day sounds, what day works for you? Because here I flipped it. She said, what day for me? But you don't want to tell them what day works for you. You want to see what's in their calendar. What date works better for you? I have Monday, Wednesday, Friday
Fridays
open.
work for me. Friday evening about 6 o'clock. I can do that one.
Perfect. And because you're so busy, Z, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and shoot you a 10-minute video because the webinars just, may not be in alignment like for the last couple of weeks with your schedule. But with this video, you can watch it at any time. And then we'll just follow up with each other in the chat. I'll just reach out to you, see what you like best about it, and then give you an opportunity to ask any questions. Does that work better?
Yeah, that works great. I'll watch that tonight.
Good deal. All right. So I will send you that video and I'm going to tell you 2 things that you won't be able to tell me, Z. Here's the first one. The first one, you won't be able to tell me where you won't win in this opportunity. 2,
Okay.
you won't be able to tell me where this won't make sense because it's a win-win situation. And then I want you to stop and ask questions in the end. But my questions for you for your homework assignment would be, what did you like best about what you saw? And are you a 1, 2, or 3?
Okay.
Just
Okay.
2 questions. All right. So once you do
Okay.
that, I follow up in our chat group and stuff like that. So we don't have to make an appointment time because I know your schedule is really busy. So I'll just follow up with you in the message group. You can answer those questions and I can respond. And if you want to get on the call, I'm open to get on the call with you too. Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I
You're
look forward
welcome.
to talking to you soon.
So you guys see, thanks, see, you see how that works? Like she's so busy. She was just busy, and she didn't have time. She wasn't ignoring you like purposely. She just was occupied, right? So when you come back with, hey, well, let me see if I can make this better because you're pushing them to a webinar, right? But when you got somebody that just can't really make a webinar, just go shoot them a video. Like, listen, I'm gonna shoot you this video. I'm gonna send you these questions. So I want to see if if this might be a good fit for you. And then let's just get in this three-way chat and let's have a conversation about what you like best about what you saw and what not you a 1, 2, or 3. Meaning 1, you're ready to get started, which that's you don't tell them that. That's their homework assignment. That's why they got to pay attention. 2 is they have more questions, and 3, they're just not interested. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
All right. So who's my next 2 participants to do the second 5, following up with somebody? Does someone right now have a person that you have reached out to that they might have seen the video or the webinar, and they haven't, you haven't followed up with them. They have said they were busy, or you haven't been able to connect with them and you need to follow up with them, or you sent them a message wanting to pique their interest, and they said they're interested, and they wanted you to send them something, but you hadn't heard from them. Anybody got anybody like that right now?
I have
Yes,
someone.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with it. Let's share it.
Okay. You want us to tell you about it or
Yeah.
oh, okay.
So we can respond to them.
Okay, so I have a person that just graduated, and they told me to wait until they graduated. So I contacted them, talked to them. Actually, they were at a graduation and said, follow up with me. Because it was too busy, too noisy. So anyway, I called back. I've been calling her back at least 2 or 3 times trying to catch up with her, but she hasn't responded, and she hasn't texted or called me back.
So did you send her something already or no?
I did not send her anything. I've just been trying to get her onto the webinar.
Okay. So anybody want to give any feedback for Z based off what we just talked about?
Send her a video.
That's absolutely. Z, I didn't even know you had that, but that sounds just like my follow-up that I was just talking about. They're too busy, or they've been out, just life is life for them right now. So, but they said yes, they want to see something, but they just haven't had a chance to get on the webinar.
Right.
So what I would hear her up with, what's her name?
Her name is Jamila.
Hey, Jamila, listen, honey, I want to let you know that I feel like we've just been missing each other. And I know life has been life more than likely, and there's no worries, but I do not want you to miss out on an amazing opportunity. So I'm going to shoot you a quick 10-minute and 54-second video. It's about 11 minutes of your time. I want you to take a look at it. And when you do, these are the following things I want you to take note of. And then let's just get on the 3-way, no, not a 3. I said, I'll follow up with you in our messenger group, and see what it is that you like best about it. And if you're 1, 2, or 3, that's your homework. Let me know if this works better for you.
Okay.
Now I have a question. So I did similar. I didn't ask about the 1, 2, or 3. I did send a video. And I asked if they had a chance to watch the video because it wasn't showing that they had watched it. They said they watched the video. And then, because we kept missing each other, so I texted back and say, okay, what did you like about the video? I haven't heard from her. However, it is still showing she hadn't watched the video.
My phone started acting up. Okay, go back to the last part you just said.
Okay, so basically the person said I sent the video. The person said they watched the video. I then follow up and said, hey, what did you like about the video? I hadn't heard back from her about, hey, if she liked anything. However, it's showing that she hasn't watched the video, even though she says she watched the video.
It's showing that she hasn't watched the video, even though she
Yeah, it's showing that she hasn't watched it, but she says she watched it. But when I did ask her, hey, what did she like about it? She has not responded to that question yet.
okay. Gotcha. So this is what I would say. Hey, again, I understand life can get incredibly busy, and I appreciate the time you've already invested in exploring this amazing opportunity by watching the video. I'm here whenever you're ready to revisit our conversation. And if you have a moment, I'll answer any questions that you may have. In the meantime, I'm going to continue to share some amazing things that's been happening in the company. That's when I'll hit them with, we're now at 112,000 travel advisors. We just hit 9 trillion. Or, we just, I sent out like one fun fact. Hey, we just paid out a 3 billion in travel, in the first quarter of this year. The commissions 70 to 80%, just to let them, especially when it's about money, you know what I mean? To let them know how the money is working. Sometimes that entices people like, what, 3 billion, 70 to 80% of commission? They're like, now you giving them stuff that they don't even know about. Now it's like, let me go watch this video. You get what I'm saying? Let me go see what this video about.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
can do it that way. You can say you understand that life is busy. Got it. I'm here for you to answer any questions. Let me give you a fun fact about what's been taking place.
Okay.
That was good. All right, so now going into the last one, which is the 2. The 2 represents the number of presentations you do daily. Remember, so this goes back to your income producing activities. What your money making ones are is peaking the interest, showing the plan, and the 3-way call or 3-way chat, right? This is just telling you to have these conversations, the conversations to start up, to get, to get to it, to get to the point where you're like, hey, here, let me show you the plan. So now this is where we're at. We want to be able to show them something. And then again, this is usually follow up with a second group of follow-ups. This is where you answer questions, show the business marketing plan, go over the details, the best way to do this if you knew via Zoom. And this is what we just talked about. And I like to put it here, newsflash. This is what part-time in this business look like. If you wish to be full-time, then you double the numbers. That's why I told you on the income producing activities. The time commitment to execute this plan is 10 to 15 hours per week. If you are doing less, you aren't building a part-time business. You are building a sometime business. So you guys have to be dedicated to do this consistently based off your time schedule with what's happening in your world, like with your job, with your life, however many, if you said, I'm going to do 2 hours a day, and of that 2 hours a day, you want to commit at least 15 minutes a day to doing this. Those 15 minutes start to add up. And you do this for 5 to 6 days per week. You could take Sunday off, whatever, or a day off. That's what I tell people. Take a day off, regroup. Because if you're doing 7 days, I'm telling you, sometimes that can burn you out. So it's okay if you take a day off, if that works for you. If you're good with, keeping it moving, then push it. But don't burn yourself out. So at the end, this is what your results should be. You will have 107 new people you would have talked to in 1 month. So that's 4.3 weeks. Look, but times 25, because you're doing this 5 people a day, right? 6 days. And even if you fall off, you're at least still having 107 people. Does that make sense?
It does.
And then from here, I like numbers because people lie, but numbers don't. Approximately 50 of 60 of them will agree to take a look. They'll say yes to, like, after you pique their interest with, hey, you talking about retirement, let me show you something. Then the third, 25 to 30 of them are going to have questions. That's because they watched it. Now they have questions, and boom, we need to set them up on the 3-way, right? And after that, 10 to 15 will join the business in some capacity. Because we're looking at big numbers. Yeah, what most people they don't exceed 100. They're dealing with 10 to 15 people expecting business partners, and it's not enough. And at 10 to 15 recruits, your business will now have some momentum and you will have now at least rank advance earning money.
Hey, Janae, I know we are getting close to time to get off. Can you share this 555 plan?
See how I can do this. Because not everybody has an iPhone, right? Mm. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the first part, and then I think you guys may, I don't know how this is gonna come across in this chat. Let me see. Nope, it's too long. So let me see if I can even, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Let me put this in a Word document. That's what I put a Word document and then I'll put the link to the Word document in the chat.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Give me a chance to do this. Did this help you guys? Y'all feel, let me know. If not, because it's just, I think we got one more for next week, but I really want to help you guys get through like these Zoom and Duns and being able to invite. Miss Yvette, are you there?
You're not talking.
Oh, goodness. I'm sorry, I'm trying to kill her. Okay, I think I got it. Miss Yvette, are you on?
Yes, I'm here.
How did this help you? Did it give you a better understanding? Oh,
Yes, it does. And it's great that you're going to put it in a Word document so I can review it.
okay, good deal. And I think you guys, we got one more Thursday, next Thursday. I think it's the 30th. What's next? Yeah, we got one more Thursday for IPAs. And then I'll just ask you guys then if you want to keep this going and see how we can work in. I want to say yes. See how we can work this into making it at least a monthly thing or something like that. Just keep it moving. If any one of you guys going to convention? Anyone going to convention?
I'm going.
All right. So if you are you goal builders yet?
Yes.
Okay. So
No,
what's
not
your,
yet.
okay. So Marla, your goal is to
No, I'm not. Yeah, my goal is to be gold.
okay. So this will help you definitely get to that level doing income producing activities. Let me see. Let me stop the share.
Oh,
I stopped the share. I'm just doing a Word document.
I know I was asking to be nosy for something.
Oh, go ahead.
No, on your screen, you had a tab that says Facebook prospects or something like that. Was that scripts for Facebook prospects?
Yep.
Would
It's
you share
live.
that? Can we take a peek at that?
Let me see. I'm gonna add it to this document. Let me add it to this document.
These classes are really helpful, Janae. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. We got about 40 days, 45 days or something to qualification for convention. So it's to be able to do as much as we can during these next 40 days.
What's the
And
deadline?
July 9th, I
June
believe.
Last year, Sharice had sent us something about the Fireball Awards or something, but I don't think she sent us anything this year about the deadlines. And Marla, am I wrong? She hasn't sent us anything, right?
No, I don't remember seeing anything.
Yeah, so we don't know what the
it's like it's like
It's,
it's
the
like
date is July 7th. I'm sorry, July 7th.
okay.
That's when everything Fireball, everything. If you want to walk across that stage, that's the time that you want to have everything done.
July 7th. Okay. Thank you.
July 7th.
And for the Fireball Award, how many did you have to have for the Fireball Award?
15.
15 new or 15 total?
New.
Really?
Okay.
This is, but I'll go back and look at I do believe they put it in the Planet Now information if you want to get all of it, like so I know 4040 is one of them. If you hit 4040, that's the qualifying date. Director, that's the date. Goal Builder, that's the date. Like I said, Fireball, that's it. But they have some other awards out there too as well that you can go for. Let's see, invitation script. Mm. Okay. Mm. Now I'm telling you, like, don't be you know, I try to organize my notes, but sometimes they're not organized. Just FYI. So when you're looking at this, be like, what in the world? Uh, it's better. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. I just sent I'm just gonna do just like one for the sake of time, and then like next week y'all can remind me to do another one. So I could just, drop it in like that. Save, and now I'm gonna copy this link. Let's see. Um, Okay, I just dropped it in. Hey, Miss Artasia. Now I can see people.
Hey.
So the link is in the chat, so you guys can have it. And we're about to jump on this opportunity Zoom. Make sure you guys get this before I close out this Zoom. Let me know that you're good.
I got it. Thank you.
You are so welcome. Everybody else, everybody good?
Got it. Thank you.
All right. All right, ladies, y'all be good. Go forth and prosper and have a great time. And I will see you, I think, same time, same bat channel next week.
Thanks. Have fun in Bali.
All right. Take care, ladies.